by the times you made me cry, feeling not quite good enough, not understanding why. I blamed you for the hell that I was in, then I burned through my resentment till I could love again. I forgive you, for you know not what you do. When you did those things that hurt so much, you didn't have a clue. Love needs no conditions, it will always see us through. I forgive you, for you know not what you do. I still have an angry thought or two. I don't do well with those that try to tell me what to do, but I still try to turn the other cheek. Watch me walk away, you'll know exactly what I mean. I forgive them, for they know not what they do. When they do those things that hurt so much, they haven't got a clue. Love needs no conditions, it will always see us through. I forgive them, for they know not what they do. The more you give away, the more you have. Everyone's a mirror of some part of you. It could be anger, it could be love. Why not choose love? Haunted by the times I made you cry, I showed you the worst in me, not understanding why. But we can heal together perfectly. For love to grow between us, there's one thing that I need. Please forgive me, for I know not what I do. When I do those things that hurt so much, I haven't got a clue. Love needs no conditions, it will always see us through. Please forgive me, for I know not what I do. Please forgive me, I forgive you.
summer, fall and winter came too fast. Somehow I made it, I'm wide awake, it's spring at last. If I could only bring them back, they'd still be moments from the past. It's simply beautiful to walk with open hands. Nothing to hide, nothing to grasp, nothing to break, nothing to last. Every death brings a new life. Every road, every mile. Take off your shoes, don't mind the rules. You're free to be starry-eyed and innocent if you choose. You're finally home. I buried my father, so went my mother all too soon. I suffered in silence, suffered alone until June. It wasn't clear, it wasn't right. I'd hear him tell her in the night, but somewhere in the dark they huddled near a light, with nothing to fight, nothing to stress, nothing to climb, nothing to pass. Every death brings a new life. Every road, every mile. Take off your shoes, don't mind the rules. You're free to be starry-eyed and innocent if you choose. You're finally home. Some seasons let us be reborn. These deep dark places where we're torn. And when they tell you that your rose still has its thorns, you've nothing to hide, nothing to test. Love brought you here, now you can rest. Every death brings a new life. Every road, every mile. Take off your shoes, don't mind the rules. You're free to be starry-eyed and innocent if you choose.
perfectly clear. I am the answer. Oh, I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. I am the answer. I used to fight between wrong and right, watching my fears taking over my life. But now I know why I'm here. It's perfectly clear. I am the answer. Oh, I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. I am the answer. Everybody now, I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. Here we go now. I am the light. I am the love. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the peace that's healing the world. I am the answer. I am the answer. I am the answer. I'm the answer. I am the answer. I am the answer. Be the answer. I am the answer.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Hello and welcome to the People of Diversity Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community and we believe in many paths to one divinity. So if you would like to learn more about the People of Diversity or POD, go to www.podpeopleofdiversity.org and there'll be more stuff after the message, so stick around.
Last week we began our topic on kindness with Shaman Jerry Nettesheim and Jennifer Farron. It was a fantastic
It was really
service.
good, yeah.
Today we'll hear from Buddhist Dave Vidito and Bob Sima. Next week we'll hear from Swami Durgaya and Daniel Capel. So without further ado, let's dive right into today's.
So this is called Meditation is the Medication.
everything presents itself just as it is. And when you slow down, let it all happen. Something fantastic, magic happened to you. And when you breathe in, it's like we're all listening to an echoing of our own souls. And when you breathe out, it's just like a rain cloud. Relief it comes pouring down on a thirsty world. Meditation is the medication to cure the illusion of separation. Meditation is the medication to cure the illusion of a separation. A separation. And to a mind that's still becomes a cup that's filled with effervescence, ever-presence, and a heart that swells. And when you drink from this, it's a never-ending peacefulness. Don't have to believe in this. It's a story that tells itself.
swallow deserts, clouds, and I chew on mountains, 'cause I know they are sweet bones. No one is looking. I sip from the cool summer sky, and I savor the blue of it, and it colors my eyes. No one is looking. I wanna kiss God. No one is looking. So I lift up my own hand to my mouth. No one is looking. I call forth the thunder and the rain, and I lasso the sunshine, and it warms the blood in my veins. I talk with the flowers and the trees, and I tell them my secrets, and they listen to me. When no one is looking at me, what is looking through me can see, and I feel everything it feels me when I'm all alone in my own sweet home. I can hear the silence calling me home. No one is looking. I blow off the dust from the Milky Way, and I polish off the stars, 'cause the dust on my fingers is my own. No one is looking. Yeah, I paint smiles on faces with frowns, and I swipe a little lift from a joyful child holding my hand. No one is looking. I breathe in with you, and I feel sweet relief, and I hold the mystery closer than I hold my beliefs. No one is looking. I wanna kiss God. No one is looking. I wanna kiss God. So I lift up my own head to my mouth. I lift up my own head to my mouth, and I lay one down, and I hold the mystery closer than I hold my beliefs. Yeah, I hold the mystery closer than I hold my beliefs.
Good afternoon, Dave Vitito, Open Mind Zen. So today's topic is kindness. So Becky threw the Buddhist a bone with this one. So loving kindness. I'll cover loving kindness, kind of expanding the topic a little bit. And I wanted to use today an article from Lion's Roar. It's a Buddhist Buddhist publication that you can find online. I think they're printed too. Nice article they had on metta meditation, a complete guide to loving kindness. And ironically, it doesn't actually list an author, but still, I like the way that they approach that. So I thought I'd use that, but then we'll diverge a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the psychology behind loving kindness. What happens to the mind, the mind and body as we practice loving kindness, and then kind of diverge from that a little bit to some real world examples that were really coming up for me as I was examining this. So, loving kindness. In Zen, we'll say metta, M-E-T-T-A. And this is a Pali word that's often translated as loving kindness. But you can also translate it as universal goodwill or loving friendliness. But the practice of metta can be traced back to some early discourses from the historical Buddha. There was a Metta Sutra that you can go back to where it actually talks about these practices. And so metta is a concentration and mindfulness practice that invites the practitioner into a more loving, connected state of mind. And this type of practice can be practiced anywhere, generally on a meditation cushion, but as you get more experience with this, you want to move off the cushion, right, into, as we're driving, as we're walking, as we're working with other people, we work to extend loving kindness practice to all aspects of our lives. Our lives are our practice. We cannot separate our lives from our practice. Is a key idea, particularly within open mindset. Our very lives, work, home, family, this is practice. And practice is enlightenment. Dogen called it practice enlightenment. The very act of practicing is enlightenment. So in metta, we work to develop these feelings of ease and love, and kind of open them as this kind of boundless ocean that really sustains us. And there's been some research about what it does to the mind and the body. And just to kind of talk through that a little bit, practicing metta meditation, loving kindness meditation, it can increase activity in the I'll start the other way. It'll decrease activity in the amygdala. And the amygdala is responsible for things like, let me make sure I bring up my notes here. I don't want to get this wrong. Not being a neuroscientist, I wanted to make sure to get this right. Right, the amygdala is responsible for the processing of emotions, particularly fear and anxiety, the risk-reward side of things. So by calming the amygdala, right, we calm down those feelings of fear, those feelings of anxiety. And at the same time, meditation can increase activity in the anterior cingulate cortex. And this is the part that's responsible for emotional regulation. So it puts you into a state where you are better able to regulate emotion. And as that happens, right, we get more dopamine into the body, more serotonin, and both of those increase positive emotion. And the nice thing about metta meditation over time is that it can change your base level of happiness, quote unquote, or contentment, maybe is a better term. I've seen other neuroscientists talk about how we are all born with a certain baseline level of happiness. And we tend to stay that way. It's kind of wired into each of us. And each of us is at a different level. And if something wonderful happens to you, right, you feel wonderful, you feel great, you're elated. But then eventually you fall back down to your baseline. right? Over time, those feelings, those wonderful feelings, kind of relax back down to baseline. Same thing if something terrible happens, and this there's been some research that even terrible things like losing a limb, as an example, or severe injury or disease, that of course you have a terrible time, right, when this first happens, right, really feeling down. But then over time, folks tend to come back to that baseline level of happiness. It's kind of it's like a resilient nature of the human mind as we come back to that. What they found, though, is that mindfulness meditation, loving kindness meditation, those sorts of meditations can actually change the baseline. You can actually increase your baseline level of happiness, of contentment. And so, I'm always a little cautious about putting too much stock in any individual studies, but it appears to be, if you're looking across multiple studies, that there is a growing evidence that this practice has real benefits from a mind-body perspective. And so what is it? The practice itself is typically you're sitting in meditation and you're usually given a phrase. And the one that I like is, may I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be happy and at ease. Right? May I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be happy and at ease. And the idea is that through this practice, is that you're repeating this over and over, but you're doing it from a few different perspectives. So the first one is you do this for yourself. You always start this practice for yourself, right? Heal thyself first. So you repeat that, holding loving kindness for yourself. May I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be happy and at ease. And you just repeat that to yourself as you meditate. You repeat this for a while. And then the next step is to pick someone you really care about, somebody you love. Could be a family member, could be a spouse. Choose that person, and you bring that person to mind as you're sitting. And so for the next one is, may you be safe, may you be healthy, may you be happy and at ease. And so you're sending loving kindness to this person that you do care about. And that's a relatively easy next step. Where it gets a little more challenging is the next one. Find an acquaintance, somebody that you know, but maybe you don't have strong feelings for one way or the other. See if you can repeat this process, sending loving kindness, holding loving kindness within you for this person, right? May you be safe, may you be healthy, may you be happy and at ease. And then the last one is, this is a more advanced practice, find somebody that you find difficult, right? And can you hold that space of loving kindness for that difficult person? And I was reflecting on this a little bit as preparing for this talk, and I've talked about metta in this particular practice for a while now, and it occurred to me that that last one, finding somebody who's really difficult and holding that space, that loving kindness space for them, particularly nowadays, is really challenging. It's an advanced practice. It's something you really have to build up to. I'll give you the example that really came up for me. It isn't hard to look at the news and pick your least favorite political figure, and I'll make this neutral, right? Whether you tend to lean right or tend to lean left, both sides have very strong opinions about our political leaders. And so it isn't too hard to pick one that really, gets you, right? That you really think is harming us, that you really think needs to change, or that you're fearful of what they're doing. can you hold that person in this loving kindness practice? And just the very idea of doing that, to me, was eye-opening. I think what I discovered in myself was that I need to practice this a little more, because I was finding resistance. Can you send loving kindness to someone who you really think is harming others? And the thing that's ironic about this is metta practice, loving kindness practice, is not about other people, right? Metta practice is about yourself. Can I hold space for others? I'm too much the scientist to believe that there's, magical meta waves that are flying out the universe, smacking people in the heart, and and exuding and absorbing loving kindness that I'm sending out to them. Right? I'm too much of the secular Buddhist to go with it. What's really happening is that we are working to expand our own hearts, to open ourselves up, to bring ourselves to the space where we can hold all others, all sentient beings, in that space, while at the same time recognizing that some of them are doing harm in the world. There is room for both, right? And we can't view the harmful actions that we see others doing through the lens of anger, the lens of fear, the lens of hatred. It's very easy to default to that. It's a human nature. And so what metta practice and other mindfulness practices try to do is strive to see, truly see the person as they really are, without layering my own set of stories on top of it. Or worse, the stories that others are giving you. Just see the person. You can see what they're doing, right? But at the same time, you see you can see what led to that. You can see the pain. You can see the trauma. You can see the mental illness in some cases that are leading to these behaviors. And so, can we really see people for who they are and what they're doing? Not from a place of judgment, just see. And at the same time, loving kindness for someone like this, right, is that we have to truly cultivate within ourselves this desire for them to heal, for them to see what they're doing. And again, it's really about yourself. Can I grow that space within me to allow anyone in? And I think that's difficult. But that's why this practice is so valuable. And it's interesting. Zen practice in particular doesn't emphasize metta practice. We'll practice it from time to time, but we'll tend to focus on other things. But doing this talk for me has been interesting because I'm really recognizing that maybe I do need to spend some time here. And no matter who you are and how much you practiced, you will find things that you'll see, right, that you'll hold up in the light of practice and say, oh, I got a little more work to do here. And the minute that you don't find anything to bring forward is the minute you're probably lying to yourself. We always have things that we're working on. It's an ongoing practice. It is a path that we follow, step by step, sometimes stumbling over rocks and stones as we step along the path. But that's why we practice. That's why we practice together. And one more aspect of loving kindness that kind of came up for me in my personal practice that I'll give you. And that is, sometimes it can be easy to give loving kindness, right? To hold that space for other people. Sometimes it can be difficult to receive, to accept loving kindness from other people. And often this is some aspect of your karma speaking. Where you've been, your experiences in the past, could be trauma, could be any one of a number of things. But there's some aspect of the ego that's saying, oh, not me. Maybe I don't deserve this. Or some aspect of fear or aversion. And there's a beautiful opportunity for practice right there. To really just accept a compliment. Accept a kind action. Just say thank you, right? That can be really difficult, right? Just, oh, thank you. Not make excuses or not talk about why I shouldn't, you shouldn't do this for me. Just, oh, thank you. And then notice, right, what's happening in the body. Thank you. What do you feel? Because often what we feel in the body is aspects of the mind that aren't yet verbal. We often have self-talk writing underneath our emotions. And you'll see this with cognitive-based therapy a lot. They'll try to get at the root of what is the thought that's underneath. And I think that's a very valuable practice. And one way to access those thoughts, which are often unspoken, right? They're underneath. They're there. That self-talk, the doubt, the fear, the anxiety. It's underneath. To gain access to that, we gain access to that somatically through the body, right? We notice that feeling, right? Somebody does something, and we say, thank you. And inside you feel Feel it, notice it, sit with it, experience it, give it a voice. See what it has to say, recognize it, and once you recognize what it is, can you put words to it? Is that a fear? Is that anxiety? What are we working with here? When's the first time I felt that? Go with the first date that you can think of. I was 5 when I first felt that. Or I had another one where I did that. I was 35. Just happened to be I was stressed at work, and that was the first time that I felt that feeling. Just as an example. When did you feel that? If you were to put words to the feeling that you're feeling, right? What are those words? And through these kinds of techniques, you can really work with it. And that gives you a space to receive loving kindness. Not just give it, but receive it. And I think you need both, right? The waves of the ocean, they come in, they come out. Same with loving kindness. We need to give. We need to hold that space for other people, but at the same time, we need to be able to receive. And so my challenge for you, as I come to an end here, is look at both of those, giving and receiving loving kindness, and see which one really kind of gets you a little bit. And maybe neither does, and if that's good, that's fine. But if one of them really kind of grabs you, this one's a little difficult for me, right? Or giving loving kindness to somebody that's really difficult, that gets me. That's your edge, right? That's your opportunity. That is your chance to go deeper, to really practice, to not just show up and listen to a guy like me talk for 20 minutes, but to really grab the practice and make it your own. And if you'd like, it's pretty easy to get a hold of me through Open Mind Zen. I'm happy to talk to anyone who's interested in deepening their practice. Right? Zen is all about going deep, What is this? What is now? What is this moment? There's nothing else but this moment. There can be nothing else other than right here, right now. And so we have to experience it. We have to take it head on. And we practice. And we learn. And we grow. And we make mistakes. And loving kindness is a wonderful way of accessing that practice. So with that, why don't we do a short metta meditation? So just kind of settle in. If you're in a chair, just kind of feel your feet rooted to the ground. Take a few deep breaths. Maybe your hands in your lap. Try not to slouch. Try to be more upright. And just breathe. Feel your breath coming in and out. And we'll just do the first couple for metta. Let's start with ourselves. Just kind of repeat after me. May I be may I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy and at ease. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy and at ease. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy and at ease. And just repeat to yourself. And don't forget to breathe. And maybe smile to yourself. And if you like, put your hands over your heart. And when you're ready, bring a loved one to mind. A spouse, a family member, a dear friend. And holding them in your mind, just repeat, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy and at ease. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy and at ease. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy and at ease. And just repeat. Good. Take a few deep breaths. Smile to yourself. Right, you've taken time for a little practice. Opportunity to learn something new, perhaps. Or an opportunity to practice something we already knew, but maybe haven't practiced in a while. But I thank you for joining me. And as I said, I'm always here if you have questions. Namaste.
Thank you, Bob. I know this wasn't an easy one for you because you are out on the road, but you do a good job always, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Yeah. And Sensei Dave, you too are always amazing, and I just love it when it's your turn. So Philip and team, thank you all so much for all the good things you do for the pod, and always so professional. We really appreciate that. And so if you're out there in the world and you need this kind of work done, either virtual or live, contact Philip at the contact information below, and they will fix you up. Past services are available on the People of Diversity Facebook group, Facebook page, but only for 30 days. After
30.
30 after the original showing. So If you want to see last week's or a couple of weeks, that's fine. But after that, go to the People of Diversity YouTube channel, and they're all cataloged there. There's over, 225 now?
Yep.
They're all cataloged there by playlists, so you can look by topic or you can look by faith, and it's nice and easy. So use that. It's pretty cool. We have a second broadcast on Sunday evening on Facebook Live at 5:45. So if you miss the Sunday morning service, or you want to send somebody to watch what you enjoyed, or if you just want to watch it again, it's nice to be there. 5:45 on Sunday evening, Facebook Live.
Better the second time.
Yeah.
You miss all that stuff, and then you get it the second time.
Yeah, it takes me twice at least.
All right, our next live pod event is tomorrow night at the Unitarian Universalist Friendship Fellowship Hall in Rockledge. That's August 4th from 7 to 9, Monday night. Becky and I are doing a discussion, an exercise revolving around authentic connection and vulnerability. It'll be fairly laid back, free of charge. Love offering is greatly appreciated. Another live event, although not at the Universalist Unitarian Friendship Fellowship Hall, it is at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in the Vieira, Melbourne area, Sunday, August 17th. It's a Sunday from 3 to 5. We are doing what is being billed as Sacred Threads, Weaving Community Across Faiths. So it's going to be the Interfaith United group as well as the pod. We are both co-sponsoring this event. There'll be speakers from diverse faiths, breakout groups, visioning sessions, and a discussion on how we can all work together to address today's unique challenges. Please email newwaypod@gmail.com to get more information. Look on Facebook, ask any questions that you might have, see how you can become involved or simply participate. Last thing, on our live events on the first and last Monday of every month, you can be a business or personal sponsor for that evening. It's $50. That's what we pay the church to rent the space. We'll give you the mic if you show up, or you can remain anonymous. This allows us to defer some of the costs of our live services and keep more money in the bank so that we can show up making great videos.
Each week we bless a state, and our state today is Michigan. Michigan has more than 11,000 inland freshwater lakes, and you are never more than 6 miles from a body of water. No wonder there's so much fishing up there. Goodness gracious, I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was on the Great Lakes, but still, holy moly. So let's send our good thoughts and love to the people of Michigan and say these words together. May peace prevail in Michigan. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Thank you. All right, next week we continue our topic on kindness with Swami Durgaya from the Kashi Ashram and Daniel Capel, the singing violinist. So that'll be good. Tithes and donations may be made at www.podpeopleofdiversity.org. We really appreciate that. It helps us pay our speakers and our musicians and our tech team and keeps this train rolling. So thank you. And we close our Sunday services always with a healing circle. Bring to your mind's eye anyone in your life, any person, place, thing, situation. We all have them that could use some extra love and some healing. Put them in the middle of this energetic circle, and let's join together and send our love around and open up and get some on YouTube. And so listen to this last song, and thank you for being with us.
Have a great week.
Bye.
One power, one There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love.